What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another update episode of At the Mountains of Madness. Okay, so the reason why this is an update video, they have actually done a few things different. The freezing mechanic is done up a little differently. Freezing will now only affect your stamina and your movement speed. Whoops. Every time. The snow effect now affects you differently, so you'll actually see snow over top of you. And the cool thing is, once this actually gets higher up and you get colder, what's going to happen is it'll start to actually show up on the screen. So it gradually appears on the screen as the player freezes, and it provides you with an actual indication that you are freezing. They've fixed the overlap of the freezing effect so the player can always use the inventory. Before, they had some issues where it would actually not allow you to access the inventory. You can see now that the player movement a lot smoother. Even the puppies look nicer. Yeah, so the actual movement seems to be okay and all that kind of stuff there. The other thing, which was the big deal for a lot of people, there, now you can see the freezing is actually on the screen, and now you start to hear you can see that little bit of a frost look. Let's see where we're sitting here now. Okay, so we're just up there. I want to see what happened when it gets up to his neck. The big one, that they fixed was the flashlight flickering, so I definitely want to test that out here. And the battery recharging system has been fixed as well, which I personally didn't find that to be bad. Maybe they just made it a little bit longer. The other thing they did was, let's go over here. Oh, I can't run anymore. Oh no, there, I pressed on the wrong key. Now you have names. Pabodi, how you doing, buddy? They also fixed the movement of some of the characters, because some of them would run for no reason, others would walk really slow. And on the harbor part of the map, which is the very first scene that we were in, where we gather up our crew, they make it clearer now that you're actually gathering your crew. And they fixed the error where the E button would still stay up on the screen as you would walk away and then come back and there was no one there, the E would still pop up. The cave map is actually made a lot smoother. Ooh, we're getting cold. Now let's go inside. You can see how it's getting darker. The frost, that is actually getting darker. Quick, go in here. Toast those buns. See, is that working? Yeah. Better use that. So apparently, this doesn't warm you up unless you put the wood in. Okay. So, what else have we got here? Okay, so one thing that they actually did too was in the cave area, they made it so that you don't have to have the hammer and chisel. It's not needed right now. I still think that that's a good idea to keep in because, yeah, it was a little awkward to find, but I was able to find it eventually, and I like that. I like the fact that it's a maze, right? And mazes shouldn't be easy, and if it is, you're probably a third grader. And so I like that. They also fixed the fire burning and damage. Actually, you know what? Since we're here, let's turn on the flashlight, and we'll just kind of stand here and let the batteries go out. The other thing that they did is you can't burn more than once. So if you're burning, you can't go back in and burn again until you're not burning. Then you can burn again. Let's see here. They did a lot of minor fixes with like timing and some of the texts and stuff like that. Fix some of the objects the way that they looked, and also block volume updates and stuff like that. So they've done quite a bit of work, and it shows. Like, you can just see overall the way that everything really cleared up. And guys, see, this is what I was telling you about with the early access stuff. This is something that it's a work in progress, right? And this is why you get into early access. You provide them with funds so that they can continue building the game, and then you get a game that no more than a week ago, it didn't look horrible, but it didn't look like this. You know what I mean? So that's the cool thing, is that as you're a part of this journey, you start to see the improvements, and those complaints that you had those are the things that you report to the devs and say, like, hey, this is the glitch I saw, or this is that I saw. And then you get these updates, because we're in beta build version 2.3 now. So they've actually done the other update and fixed a lot of those issues. So that's something that I really enjoy being a part of, and I just wish that people would be a little bit more accepting. So there's the flashing animation. It's been fixed up, so it's now not so intense. That's cool. Nice. Very nicely done. Now we do this. Hey, puppy. So that's pretty cool. So that is the update for now, guys. Also, there's going to be some more news coming with this game as well. I'm going to be having a special announcement for you guys probably within the next couple of videos. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, because this is going to be something that you want to be a part of. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update video, and I will see you, let's see, today is Thursday, so it'll be 3 days from now for the next episode? Yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.